Good evening and welcome to FSCTV. I'm Kate Murphy.
And I'm Andrew Pauling. Tonight on FSCTV, Alumni named Assistant Principal of the Year, LPD Assistant Police Chief named, and an earthquake in the Caribbean.
From Studio A on the campus of Florida Southern College, this is FSC TV.
We start tonight as hundreds of students are making the 1-mile trek this weekend from campus to the RP Funding Center. Here's Ariel Molinero with the recruitment report.
Tonight, right behind me in the RP Funding Center, 180 women will be making their rounds of the 6 Panhellenic sororities on campus. This is the first year of deferred recruitment, so numbers are slightly less than seen in previous years. According to the Director of Student Involvement, Jackie Inskeep, this can be attributed to the transition from fall recruitment to spring recruitment. Formal recruitment will continue tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. and Saturday at 2:30 p.m. here at the RP Funding Center. Bid day will be taking place Sunday starting at 1 in the Jenkins Fieldhouse. For FSC TV, I'm Ariel Molinero.
On Thursday night, student government met as a combined Senate and President's Circle for their monthly meeting. They discussed, among other issues, the inclusion of 2 new clubs to campus. The Asian Pacific Islanders Club was voted through both chambers of the student government by unanimous approval. The Random Acts of Kindness Club was tabled for a future meeting by 85% of the presidents and 80% of the Senate. The Asian Pacific Islanders Club is the 8th new SGA-approved organization on campus this academic year and has plans to create a shared space within the community to, quote, give a platform to bring us together and teach others, end quote. After the presidents were adjourned, the Senate voted to fill an open student-athlete position after it was vacated earlier this semester. In opening statements, Administrative Vice President Madeline Walsh said the position became absent after elections were already underway for 3 positions vacated by graduating seniors. Sophomore volleyball athlete TIERRA Porter defeated senior track athlete Addison Cantor for the position and will begin her term immediately. Florida Southern College's first Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership recipient added a new accolade to her awards shelf on Tuesday night. Dr. Danielle DeConcilio, class of 2003, was selected by Polk County Public Schools as the 2020 Assistant Principal of the Year. DeConcilio is in her 3rd year as the on-site administrator of East Area Adult School, which serves adult learners in general education development and English for speakers of other languages. Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Tracy Tedder, said in a press release, quote, she was an excellent student at Florida Southern and will continue making a positive and consequential impact through her commitment and exceptional leadership, end quote.
Men's basketball, currently ranked 7th in the nation, won their 18th game of the season last night in a 114-103 victory over St. Leo. Senior Brett Hansen is set to reach 2,000 career points on Saturday night in the Jenkins Fieldhouse. He only needs 5 points to become the 3rd Mock to reach this milestone. The Mocks have a full slate of events this weekend as baseball takes on West Florida to open their season with a 3-game series, and basketball takes on Embry-Riddle on Saturday night. Team USA Softball will be on campus holding an open training camp on Saturday at 1:30 on the Chris Bellato Field. The players participating will make up the 2020 Olympic team set to compete in Japan. For a deeper look into all things Florida Southern athletics, watch The Snakebite every Wednesday at 3 right here on FSC TV.
Hans Lehman will become a Lakeland Police Department Assistant Chief on Sunday after 24 years of service to the Lakeland community. Lehman is set to fill the vacancy of retiring Assistant Chief Mike Link to become one of the 3 Assistant Chiefs for the LPD. He will be honored at a promotion ceremony at 3 p.m. tomorrow at the RP Funding Center outside of the Yuki Theater. Lehman will be paid $137,000 as the Assistant Chief.
On Tuesday, hundreds of teachers, students, and community members flocked to the Bartow High School auditorium for the January school board meeting. Reams Landreth has the report.
Over 350 students, teachers, staff, and community members filled the Bartow High School auditorium as school board members listened to complaints and messages of support from dozens of community members. Speakers demanded better pay and working conditions for teachers and staff members.
We need, I think, 6 electricians. hired one. That's catastrophic to this district. And I plead with y'all to get on board with the teachers and us, and let's fight together to save our public education.
Teachers also questioned the school board on their lack of support.
I'm a teacher here at Bartow. I support Ms. Bird. I was one of the teachers that was on a bus. I was on a bus with 3 of you members. 3. Where were the rest of you? I realize some of you may have said, hey, you know what, we're going to go to the classroom. Great, wonderful. Let us know you did that.
Several students spoke before the board, asking them to set a better example for fellow students.
My hope is that you all start supporting your teachers more than what we witnessed from you all when they went to Tallahassee. Remember, you are setting an example for the students you serve. Thank you.
On Tuesday, a 7.7 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Jamaica shook people in the Caribbean, Cuba, and even those in Miami. Several aftershocks followed, including one with a 6.1 magnitude. Miami is over 400 miles away from the epicenter of the earthquake, yet residents were evacuated from buildings after they began to shake. The National Weather Service initially issued a tsunami threat for the coasts of Jamaica, Belize, Cuba, Honduras, Mexico, and the Cayman Islands, but called off that alert hours later. There were no recorded deaths, injuries, or damage. Earlier this month, the Food and Drug Administration warned Gojo Industries to stop making unsubstantiated claims about their Purell hand sanitizer's ability to protect people against various illnesses. The company had advertised that the Purell Healthcare Advanced Hand Sanitizers could reduce or prevent viruses such as Ebola virus, norovirus, and influenza. The FDA says that only drugs approved by them can help prevent these illnesses, and that the Purell product must be approved by the FDA if they want to keep making those claims. Gojo released a statement in response to the FDA's letter, assuring they had taken immediate action to correct any errors. The statement read, quote, "It is important to emphasize that the FDA letter was not related to the safety or quality of our products or our manufacturing processes," end quote.
Countries across the world are evacuating their citizens from Wuhan, China, as the corona death toll begins to rise. Currently, there are nearly 8,000 cases of the virus, which have resulted in 170 deaths. Earlier this morning, Russia closed their borders with China to prevent the spread of the virus. In America, a group of nearly 200 U.S. citizens flying from China were redirected to an Air Force base in Southern California on Wednesday, where they will be fully evaluated before flying home to their respective homes. Billie Eilish won 5 awards on Sunday at the 62nd Annual Grammy Awards, including those for Album, Record, and Song of the Year, as well as Best New Artist. The night was saddened with news earlier that day that basketball great Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash. Lizzo opened the night by saying, quote, "Tonight is for Kobe," while Alicia Keys said, quote, "We're literally standing here heartbroken in the house that Kobe Bryant built," end quote. That's your news for this week. We'll be back with you guys next Thursday at 5 here on FSCTV. I'm Andrew Pauling.
And I'm Kate Murphy. Until then, you can follow us on Twitter at TV_FSC or on Facebook at FSCTV.